So the barbell hip thrust is the end-all be-all of all glute exercises. It's the best. There's no such thing as the best exercise, but it is the best bang for your buck glute exercise for a couple of reasons. You're able to load a lot of weight with the barbell, and that hip hinge motion as you reach full extension just gets a great contraction in the glutes. So if you're someone who is looking to develop more glute strength, more muscle development in the glutes, as well as a lot of lower body strength without putting your lower back at a lot of risk, as opposed to like doing maybe like a barbell conventional deadlift, the barbell hip thrust is a great option for you. A few things to consider when we're doing this is if you don't have like a plyo box like this, like just do it against a regular bench. It doesn't make a difference as long as you have something about shoulder height as you're sitting down on the floor to support yourself against that you can use, okay? Second thing is usually when we're doing hip thrust, we have bumper plates because the plates are wider in circumference, so it's easier to slide the barbell on and off to our hips. If you don't have those, an easy and alternative to you to do at your own gym is to find a couple of risers or plates. You can have these plates stacked on top, so it's elevated off the floor and it's a little bit easier to get into position for you. Whatever you have access to, whatever your preferences are, will be fine. But for today, we've got these bumper plates, bar pad right in the middle. Amanda's going to demonstrate a couple of reps for us here. We're going to grip the barbell, slide it over on top of our hips, get our feet into position, and our feet are going to be rooted to the floor. Our feet are going to be flat on the ground. And we're going to, in terms of gripping the barbell, I like gripping the thumb underneath, not to be able to pull it up with the arms, but to have control of the barbell so it doesn't like swivel side to side. We have good control and balance over the barbell while we're doing our set. So Amanda's going to demonstrate a few reps here. Good, we're going to drive through the heel, come up, squeeze the glutes, and we're treating the movement, and relax, that's awesome. We're treating the movement kind of as like a deadlift where we're hinging primarily at the hip, and from the top of our head down to our tailbone is one nice straight solid line. Three things you want to focus on when we're doing with the barbell hip thrust is we're going to think vertical shins, so Amanda's going to go to the top. Shins are completely vertical, our ankles are stacked right below our knees, our ribs are down, and our head is in a good neutral position with a nice stacked chin. Those are the three things we want to think of. So Amanda's going to do a few reps, drive up, vertical shins, ribs down, eyes forward with our chin stacked. That's going to allow us to keep all that tension on the glutes as opposed to like putting too much pressure on the lower back, which is a common mistake. A common mistake Amanda could show us without the barbell is cranking the head back. Exactly, putting too much pressure on the neck and the upper back, flaring the ribs, and that ends up putting a lot of pressure on the lower back as opposed to engaging the glutes, and we're not actually achieving true hip extension. So again, without the barbell, we're going to focus on vertical shins, ribs down, eyes forward, and our chin stacked, okay? So just think these three things: vertical shins, ribs down, and then chin stacked, okay? And that's the barbell hip thrust.